Alrighty everybody, so this is the shed in question. It's a great shed actually. I think it's about maybe 10 by 6 and then maybe 8 foot tall, something like that. But it's a good size. But as you can see, just as I get a little bit closer, you'll see that what looks good from afar just isn't quite holding up closely. See, you see here I've got all of this damage from just penetration of water. I've tried to, kind of keep it a little bit at bay last year because I didn't really have the funds last year to work on it. So I at least just tried to keep the wall as close to the actual frame as possible before this segment of the wall just started to break off. I've got the actual, I don't even know what you call this, like the step that's just fallen apart. This was here though when we got the house, and this actually had huge appeal for me. I really liked it. I liked the fact that I had a shed, which was really nice. But now we're going to turn it into something special for my wife. So look at that. That's just falling apart right there. And then this is kind of the worst area. This is the bit that's just standing back here. You kind of see it the worst. It's just damage. Now we have a sprinkler head somewhere over here somewhere. I think it's actually right there, but I think that it's just hit it because we've had some issues with the sprinkler in the past, where just because with the unit being so old, there's actually no information about that particular sprinkler unit. So it was actually running 3 times a day, but we didn't know it because we were at work, and we only pay like a one-time a year fee for our sprinklers. So we actually we didn't know that we were using a whole lot more water. So that was a bit of a shocker. So yeah, as you can see here, this is all just coming apart. This is all going to need to get taken out. But I'd say let's just let's back it up and let's check it out. So on the inside, like I said, it's a good size shed. It might not look it from here, but it is. You can fit a lot of stuff in here. There used to be all these shelves, like DIY shelves. It looks very similar to this. Last weekend, I basically just cut them up with my saw and basically made a fire, threw them in there because I'm not going to need it. And it looked like relatively clean wood, so I think it was a pretty clean burn. But yeah, as you can see maybe from here, we've had a bit of a mouse problem. We didn't come in here over the winter time, so I actually didn't know it was here. You can actually see the droppings there. But basically, this is where we're at. We got all this back here. So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to empty this shed out and just get it all nice and get it all just like a clean slate for when we actually start the work. And as you can see here, it's gonna be a big job. What we're also gonna have here is I'm gonna be putting in, let me take another step out of here. We're gonna be putting in 3 windows, right? We're gonna be putting in a window here, and then we're gonna be putting in a bigger window over here on the side, right? A nice big one so my wife can look out and see the yard. And I'm thinking about trying to build as a door, like a nice door, so that she's got even more light. So the way I see it is this outer wall here, at least on this side, at least on this outside, and then on this front bit here has to go. From what I can see, this side and then the back look pretty good actually. So I'm probably just going to start by ripping off everything below this piece right here, just ripping all of this out. And then again, same thing, keeping basically everything above that and just ripping everything below out, opening up that whole space and then fixing the floor. It looks pretty good, right? But then you get up certain areas and it feels a little uneven, and then you look over here and that, as you guys might be able to see, that is a hole. So I'm not a professional at this. I do quite a bit of DIY at my house. But what I would probably do, what I'm probably going to do is I'm going to take out this section here. I'm going to replace it. I'm going to come up with a better barrier, so there's not as much dead space between the ground and then this floor. Whether that's just some kind of like pea gravel, leaving a little space for air and for moisture, but just fill that up a little bit, and then redo the floor, and maybe put a secondary piece of particle board down to basically just give a little bit of extra stability and all that jazz. So yeah, I think that I think clearing it out is going to be a good start. Okay guys, so basically the plan is to get everything from in there to my trailer that is right here, right? Nice trailer, big trailer. And now what I've got is, because the weather is a little bit gross, so I've got a tarp. And so I'm gonna basically set it over so that everything gets covered, and hopefully this weather doesn't get too wet. As you can see, it is a little bit damp so far, but the rain hasn't been too bad. So let's just see how much we can get done. Okay. doing this is really kind of showing me how much stuff we collect over years. It is just mind-blowing, just mind-blowing. Can I say it now? Yeah, I got it now. Okay, so I may have lied. It is actually not in a minute. It is actually the next day. The weather now, as you can tell, is clear. It's nice. It looks good, and I'm very happy with that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna finish out the rest of that. And you guys are gonna be able to see me bring out the last of that stuff. So come on. Big pile here that needs to be cleaned. Plus we got charcoal for the grill, which is why I kind of left it in here, because like I said, the rain has not been fun. So this is where we're at right now. Nice shelving. That's probably going to end up going. And yeah, we've got pretty much an empty space, a blank canvas on which to work. As you can see here, we got light peeking through, which shouldn't be happening. And over here, you can see it particularly bad. This is not good. So now that we're here, we're in a much better place, and I'm actually really happy with how things are turning out so far. These cushions, these pillows are for old furniture that my wife and I have thrown away, but we've just kept it. So what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably just gonna toss it all out. This is stuff that normally I'm pretty good about donating stuff, like, you know, Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, things like that. But this is old, sun damaged, and probably no use to anybody. Like that at some point used to be red, and now it's some kind of weird pink. So yeah, fun. So something that I don't really, I don't think I've ever shared on this channel before because it's probably not even relevant to losing weight and everything, but I am deathly afraid of spiders. Like, it's not a fear, it goes way beyond that. I am terrified of them. I've had so many people in the past growing up say things like, oh, well, Thomas, you know, oh, if you just surrounded yourself with them, you'd understand that they're not there to hurt you, or you know, you've just got to like surround yourself with them, right, in that environment, right? I'm 28 years old. Believe me, I have had my fair share of encounters with spiders. It has not gotten any better with age. At home, I try, and this is silly, right, to a lot of people, but at home, I really do what I can to try and take care of the spiders. Like in our house, I don't want my wife to have to do it because I feel like that's a responsibility for me as a guy. But I'm in here right now and I'm seeing a buttload of spider webs. So I'm really uncomfortable right now. But just so as it goes in weight loss, sometimes you just gotta get out of your comfort zone. So that's what we're gonna do right now, okay? So I'm just gonna be in here now and I'm gonna be clearing out this whole thing. This right here. I don't even know what this stuff is. It's just here in my shed. I'm sure that when I become YouTube famous and I have millions of people flocking to these videos, right, they're going to say, oh my God, I can't believe you threw away this, or I can't believe you threw away that. Honestly, I have no idea. I just work here. So this to me is, I don't know. It serves no purpose. It's sitting here in my shed. So this is the part that freaks me out because there could be spiders literally anywhere in here. Ooh, that's actually really cool. That's actually really cool. It's actually a dryer vent cleaning kit. It's funny because I actually bought one, but I was such a cheapskate. I only bought one with like one handle, one attachment thing. Yeah, this house is already paying for itself. And I say that I've lived here for like 3 years now. I had no idea this was there. Okay, back. Some of you will know what this stuff is. I'm going to try and touch it as little as possible. Crap. Oh. That one was tiny, but I keep getting this feeling like there's stuff crawling up me, and I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I wouldn't wish this feeling on anybody. It's terrible, terrible. Okay, so let's take a look. Okay, so here's where we are. Big pile there. This is just propping the door open, but I mean, look at this. This is quite a bit better than the way we found it at the beginning of this video, right? I'm happy with that. I think it looks good. So what that's probably going to do, that's probably going to conclude this first episode here of the Building My Wife a She Shed. We've got some cool ideas brewing, or I've got some cool ideas brewing. My wife is just kind of going along with it because she's getting a she shed out of it. In the next video, you're probably going to start to see the demo, which is taking out this wall behind me and then this, basically this whole front wall here as well. What we're going to be doing is we're also going to be putting in a new subfloor, or basically we're just going to double up our layer so that it's nice, beefy, thick, and it won't, it hopefully shouldn't be as noisy. It shouldn't sound as squeaky or whatever. And we're just going to basically clean everything up. So yeah, next video, floor, and then taking everything off. That sounds like a plan. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Take care and goodbye.